Hello everyone, it's Robert at the Sampleist, and today we'll be checking out the 2025 Spitfire Symphony Orchestra update by Spitfire Audio. The new update adds new layers to the Spitfire Symphony Orchestra with the addition of 3 solo string instruments, with that being the violin, viola, and cello, total performance patches for the principal oboe and trombone, and new performance patches for the string section, offering an amazing new package to an already awesome section. The 2025 update is a free update for owners of the Spitfire Symphony Orchestra, with the installed size of the update being 10 gigabytes, making the whole library around 360 gigabytes, and runs on the free Contact Player version 7.5.2 or higher. A huge shout out, by the way, to Spitfire Audio for letting us check out this awesome update at no charge. Even so, they were in no way influencing my thoughts and opinions on this video. With all that said, let's get going. Alright, so we have the update for the Spitfire Symphony Orchestra open right here. So we have solo strings, updates to the principal trombone and the principal oboe, as well as updates to the performance patches for the strings. So let's dive right into this and see how it all sounds. That all sounds really good. Something I did not do for you, which I will do now, is to turn on the mute for the violin. So I'll play a little bit without the mute and then turn on the mute so you could hear the difference. I really think it sounds sweet with the mute on. Corn Sordino for the sound amazing. All right, let's keep going. So far, I'm falling in love with all of this. I really think these string patches are an awesome addition to such a really cool library already. I know that they have the lot of a solo strings library, and I think that is awesome on its own. But if you don't have that and you need solo strings, this is a very great update. Gives you so much to work with. I love what they did here. Sounds great. So now let's go from the strings for now and go to the oboe and check out this principal patch. And now we go from the woodwind world of the oboe to the brass world and check out this trombone. Now let's check out the violin 1 and cello performance patches just so you get a feel for the sound and the movement and the flow of this updated patch. So that about does it for all of these patches. They all sound amazing. I really, really like how these string section patches play. These performance patches are really sweet. If you need something written in a pinch for longs and shorts for the strings, these performance patches are insanely nice. Same with the brass, same with the solo instruments, our principal oboe and whatnot. This is really great. I really like what they did. I'm a fan of having articulations separate, but I think I'll have an articulation for performance patches too for this, because this is really sweet. I really like how these are programmed. I really like how they flow, how they play, how I don't have to really think too much about the articulations that are played. I'm getting what I want to play. Sometimes I mess up because I'm not a good at piano, but I really like what's coming out of this. Really dig it. So that does it for this. Now we'll go into the UI, which will be pretty short here. All right, so let's have a look at the UI here. I know you've probably seen this in Pete's video for this library, but just a quick recap. We have the trombone solo all techniques patch open here because this has different techniques along with this scroll over here. So we have our dynamics, which is based on the mod wheel, our vibrato, our expression. The variation is pretty cool because you could also assign this however you want, but it's right now assigned to 108. We have our tightness for the short notes, which is very nice. And then we have here what tells us what articulation is playing. And we have for the trombone solo, all of these different articulations. You could turn them off to save RAM, as you could see. It's very nice to have. You have all this really cool stuff. I like how it tells you everything, whether it's muted or not. I really can't complain about this interface. I'm used to the older interfaces from Spitfire, and I really like this update for this whole interface here. You have your mic positions over here. You also affect the line for the velocity. You could also change the stereo width and the stereo pan of the different mics. It's pretty nice. And if you're like me and you just want one knob for mic positions, you could just do that. As you'll see, everything is loading accordingly. So let me just put it up close. And as you could see, everything's been adjusted. Put it all the way back. And there you go, you got your ambient mics. You can purge unused samples, you can transpose things, you could adjust key switches. You can have the CC map to the velocity. And you have sync to tempo for things such as, I think more of like trills, flutters, possibly tremolos down the line for strings and whatnot. And we have our round robin section over here. You can adjust things around here. Very good and easy stuff. And that pretty much does it. For the violins, we have our mute. Oh, before I forget, actually, I should not forget this part. For a lot of our performance patches, we have this side over here. So for our vibrato, we have the ability to go from non-vibrato, flutter tongue, and full vibrato. Here for the trombones, we have our different types of articulations here, which can be based on velocity and also how fast and slowly you transition from key to key. And then here is a good idea of that. You can see we go from non-vibrato to, I guess, middle to full vibrato in a way, but molto, which is more emotional. And then we have different things here. I'll just play around with that. and I really have to play lightly to get the tenuto. But you also have this feature which will lock your transitions to one transition or just favorite this transition over the others, which is really nice to have if you just want to have just a simple legato, not a fingered legato. Or no, sorry, a fingered legato instead of a bowed legato, I should say. If you just want glisses, then you can just do that. And I love the sound of the glisses from note to note in these solo patches. So yeah, that pretty much takes care of it. This is very nice. There's this down here as well, which deals with the key switching and whatnot. Can't forget that. But yeah, that does it. You have everything here set up so nicely. Easy on and off switches, easy things to check out or not check, lock things. It's great. Everything here just is made to be very streamlined, very easy for novices, professionals, everyone. Everyone, once they open this, right out the box, you're going to get an awesome sound, easy to use interface, and there's not much else you can ask for a library. So now we're going to move on to the composition, which focuses more on the solo strings, and I also added the principal trombone and oboes for more of a support role. And I really think it brings us to kind of like a period type of film and whatnot. So I hope you like it. So my final thoughts on this Spitfire update for the Symphony Orchestra is that it is amazing. I love the solo string players. I love the updates to the principal trombone and the principal oboe. And these sectional string performance patches sound amazing. This is such a great addition to what is already an awesome library. I really think that having these solo strings adds a whole level to what is a well-known and incredible library. So yeah, please like this video and subscribe to the Sampleist, and comment below about how you feel about this update, the library, how you use it, and anything else. So yeah, happy writing, everyone.